9 minutes before the hour, Michael Patrick Shields. I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida. They call it the First Coast. And news out of Jacksonville on this Shark Week during the Discovery Channel is that a Pennsylvania woman is out of the hospital after a close encounter with a shark off Mickler's Landing in St. Johns County there. Kimberly Presser was swimming in chest-deep water when a shark took a bite out of her arm. She had to get 150 stitches to close the wound. She said she saw the shark, it wiggled its tail, and charged at her. It's the third shark attack in the Jacksonville area there since June. And on the other end of our line, Quint White, professor of biology and marine science at Jacksonville University and executive director for the Marine Science Institute. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Isn't it ironic that a guy named Quint deals with sharks after Captain Quint in Jaws?
I hear that a lot, actually.
I'm sure you do. Are you anything like Captain Quint?
No, I don't. Not at all. Not at all.
He was kind of a madman in that movie, but this is serious business. Now, is there anything that you can do to prevent or at least lessen your chances of being bitten by a shark?
Well, I think you've always got to pay attention. Sharks are in the water. I think people aren't always aware how frequently they're around sharks, and sharks just don't bother them. But the more people that are in the water, obviously the higher the probability somebody will get bit. The best thing you do is don't swim alone. Have somebody near you, and so that there's sort of protection in numbers.
Well, I thought you were going to say so you'd have a 50-50 chance if the shark came along. At least if you're by yourself,
Shark attacks still are very rare.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we've had 3 here in the last few months is very unusual, and according to the shark attack files, we've never had that many this close together.
Huh. I wonder what that means.
Probably more people in the water. When you start doing the analysis of what the factors are, it's increasing swimming. That part of St. Johns County, Mickler's Landing, has become an increasingly popular spot over the last few years, and more people are down there.
So what you're saying is a matter of statistics, really?
Correct.
Okay. What about jewelry, watches, that kind of thing? Does that attract a shark?
Well, there is some sort of anecdotal evidence that you should not wear things that are sparkly, that might resemble a flashing fish.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks are predators and go after, I don't want to say weak and injured fish, things that are not in prime fighting, swimming shape. And so what they're looking for is something that's flailing around, acting sort of weird. And I hate to say it, when we're in the water, we're doing that. We're sending out signals that, we're irregular swimmers. We don't have a regular pattern to our movement in the water, so sharks think we may be an injured fish. So anything that sort of flashes or acts like a flashing fish, if you've been around the water and watched fish, they catch the sunlight sometimes and things flash, and that's what you want to avoid that.
Does color of bathing suit, some of these neon colors, that kind of thing, does that attract a shark?
There's been a little bit of research, but it's not real conclusive that bathing suit colors make a big difference. I've wondered, they've got some of these bathing suits now that I see with metallic finishes that might do a little flash. That might be a little concern, but maybe use those in the pool and not in the ocean.
The fact of the matter is, from what you just told me, that you're around sharks more than you think if you swim in the ocean. I remember a famous picture taken from a helicopter of Daytona Beach where lots of people were swimming and there were sharks mixed in all amongst the swimmers there. And I guess people didn't even know it, huh?
Oh, yeah. In fact, we do periodically we'll fly the coast for some reason, not necessarily always looking for sharks, but sometimes sea turtles and other things. Mm-hmm. And I'm always amazed at the number of times we see somebody swimming, and between the swimmer and the beach will be a shark. Usually not a real big shark. A lot of times these are small sharks, and you hear a lot about, well, the sharks are coming in shallow water. Yeah, because that's where the food is. They're coming looking for food. And that's, of course, where people are swimming, too, so that's where the correlation comes in.
Those air jaws photos, that the videos on the Shark Channel or something else, aren't they? The Discovery Channel Shark Week, where the great whites come flying out of the water.
Well, I was watching some of that, and I've watched it over the years. I've always sort of said that sharks have a real PR problem because ever since Jaws came out, the personification, if you would, is this man-eating or human-eating machine, violently attack, and that really is not sharks.
I'm glad to hear that. I may not take my chances, though. I get a little nervous. What can I say? Quint White, thank you very much for the report from Jacksonville this morning. Television viewers, we're going to say...